died, and nobody has ever been prosecuted since. But also blacks die like dogs, and that's it. Blacks are stabbed, their houses firebombed, burnt down by so-called nationalists or far right, and nobody has ever been prosecuted. And all Africans deported are handcuffed. Are they criminals? After all, what offense did they commit? The fact that God created them to be black, is that an offense? When they were here for 400 years, it should have been an offense because they are not supposed to be here. And knowing that they were driven by poverty to come to Africa. For Your Excellency's information, His Excellency the Ambassador to Brussels was tasked to review the submission provided by the Attorney General's chambers. This provision I have not seen. And the final meeting will be convened on Tuesday, 8th January, to come up with government's position on the different issues raised. Today is Tuesday, 8th. Well, there is no need to meet them. Those who are supposed to meet them, make it very clear that none of this is subject for discussion, is unacceptable. If you meet them and talk behind closed doors and tell them that it was the president who said it, I don't care. Because I'm saying it on public TV so that everybody will know what I'm talking about. All this is insulting. This is a questioning our integrity and our sovereignty. It is not acceptable. So it's not even subject for discussion. That's why I said I should call you. You choose between working for them or working for your country. If you are working for your country, this is unacceptable. If you are working for them, leave and go and work with them on this. But Gambia will not accept this as long as I'm breathing and alive in this country, because this is an insult. Once again, I want to thank you for coming. The floor is open, and I will repeat. Nobody is coerced or forced to be a minister or a permanent secretary or whatever, or a DPS or a secretary to cabinet. Even the armed forces. You decide to join, you choose to join the armed forces. It's not a conscript army. Why? Because I believe that citizens should have a right to decide what they want to do. And if they decide to do what is evil, they should accept the consequences. If they decide to do what is good, they should accept the reward. So, it is very clear. You cannot hunt with the hounds and run with the foxes or the hares. That is not going to be possible. So you choose to either hunt the foxes with the hounds or to be among the hares and you run with the hares. But you cannot be in this government and serve a foreign interest that is detrimental to the interests of this country. And nobody is going to colonize this country again, either in a subtle way or whatever, or you have billions of dollars or euros, truckloads of billions of dollars for this country. You want us to burn this country and then you laugh at us? No. We are content with what we have. The little kucha we eat, or the cherry pole, or cherry seret, or the yahoo, we are content with that because that is what the Almighty Allah has given us. So, on this note, this was the reason why I call you. You have to decide. You have up to Thursday to decide. If you want to work for the country and nothing else but the interest of this country and Africa, you can stay. If you are not, it is not fair for you to use Gambian taxpayers' money for your well-being and serve a foreign interest which is detrimental to the well-being of Gambians. Thank you for your attention.
Of Republic, Chair Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, Your Excellency the Vice President, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Secretary General, Secretary to Cabinet, and members of the press, all protocols respectfully and duly observed. Your Excellency, we want to thank you. We want to seize this opportunity to thank you for showing us yet the kind of leader you are, for telling us and in all Gambians and the world at large that you have the interests of this country at heart, and you will do everything possible to ensure that our dignity is preserved and respected, and we will attain our objectives that we and goals that we have set for ourselves for this country under your able and wise leadership. All of us honorable ministers present here and in government, the civil service, and the Gambian people, the issue of patriotism, is very important, and we have been talking about that when in any occasion that we had. We must, nobody, coming from outside would love our country more than we do. This is our country, and this is what we have. If the country goes down, we go down with it. If the country is safe and sound, then we all, be in peace and also enjoy the benefits of our labor. So our number one priority is for this issue of patriotism, loving our country, putting our country first before self. Once that is done, we will be able to identify those that are out there with their hidden agenda to come and probably destabilize us, or to come and try to inject their ideologies or their ideas or their way of governance, which we are independent. We are different people. We have our own culture. We have our own way of doing things, different from theirs. And I can assure and I can comfortably say that ours is better than theirs, because we respect. There is that issue of respect, that is there and that is not within themselves. So once that is covered and we have an understanding of who we are, it is important that we know who we are first. Once we know that we are the best, once we know that